This is a video too about I just put up because it went out, my phone storage is full, so I don't know if this will go up. This is Elizabeth, who always knew about my kidnapping, and this is me. I'm Victoria II, heir to the British Crown. And this is the family where they put me. JFK was a part of it. His dad was ambassador to England and 36 till 46, and they kicked him out, and JFK helped in my kidnapping. And here I am, and they took a photograph. I think I was brought there when I was 2, so I'm about 3 years old in 1943. I was brought there in 41, so anyway. Oh, my dad never married Wallace Simpson. She married a double. My dad was married to Claudia Ruth O'Keefe. This is George O'Keefe, my aunt, the artist. My uncle helped in my kidnapping. He's illegal. The Illuminati put their own monarch in. When my father refused to go along with them and take orders, they took him out with character assassination. He was married to my mom. Winston Churchill helped burn the files, and he was friends of Roosevelt and also General Eisenhower and Truman. I think Truman, they said he was real close with Truman. Anyway, they became presidents, and they helped in all my kidnapping and the cover-up and taking down my dad. And JFK became president. Now then, he was shot and killed in Dallas and taken to Parkland Hospital, as in Parkland, where these shootings happened in Florida. That connects. Okay, Parkland in Dallas is where Gonzalez, and I'm not going to go through this again, was taken when he was shot. And I'm starting to ramble here because I don't have someone helping me. I'm doing it on my own. Parkland's like a clue or word to the puzzle. So let me say this here too. This young man, Cruz, he could not. He had to have been programmed. If you ever hear it, it'd prove it itself. He was probably programmed way back. But he could not just have come up where it's done in the timeline at Parkland, Florida, and shot all these people. And now look at what's being done to him. He's a victim. My God, what a victim he is. And people hate him. Okay, I'm going to show this again, the Giffords. She married Mark Kelly, twin to Scott Kelly, astronauts, Tucson, Arizona. He was, I'm just going over this quick. It's on the other video I just put up. Here's James Holmes of Aurora, Colorado. He's been treated for mental illness, psychotic drugs, called every name in the book. He's not mentally ill, and I want this. Where are the psychiatrists and the doctors and mental health workers and all this? They know. The media knows. Believe me, they know. The Blacksburg, Virginia Tech shootings, he was programmed. He was from Seoul, South Korea. So, I've shown Elizabeth and I've shown all that, my dad, who refused to go along with the Illuminati, so they took him down and kidnapped me and installed their own monarch. So here I am going round and round here, and I'm going to try to finish this. Mind control is absolutely nothing. It's a weapon of murder. It has nothing to do with mental illness. How sad that they've gone on this tirade that they're going on now. You have to stop the programming and the mind control. You don't put people in jail because their civil rights have been destroyed and they don't even know it. The Tesla files were stolen in 1930 to where you can program people like King Ferdinand. It went back even before then, and they killed his wife Sophie, a shooter did. Then you got the Romanovs, and that was Anastasia that was murdered up here in Charlottesville. Yes, it was. Okay, now then, what have I not gotten to? I wanted to mention this. The Fort Hood shooter was a psychiatrist. He's from Roanoke, Vinton, Virginia. He was born here, and that's where I came in October of 86. And my mom and dad were still alive, Edward the Eighth and my mom. And he didn't abdicate to marry Wallace Simpson. She married a double. My dad was married to Claudia Ruth, I think I said it, O'Keefe, sister to artist George O'Keefe. So that this doesn't go off, I'm going to mention some more here. Okay, the Fort Hood shooter was from here, and he's a psychiatrist. He went to Virginia Tech, by the way, and got his medical somewhere else. But as in Scott Peterson and is on death row, and he's innocent. I'm not even sure about that one. You can program people. It's a program shooting. I'm not sure, or program killing. I'm not sure he killed her though, or he was the one responsible for her dying. Let me put it that way, death. But it was certainly in the patterns, and his attorney was Mark Garrigus. Now then, I want to put this one without going any further because, yeah, it fits into it. There's Casey Anthony that everybody hated. Can you imagine killing your child and you don't even know why and live with that for the rest of your life and be so tainted? Then there's the Parkland shooter. The clue to that is, and this is where it should end, but it could end in the Illuminati managing to take away your guns and your airplanes. Look what they did with airplanes. My God, your pilot can be programmed like in the KAL with Larry McDonald, Congressman, doctor on it that I wrote about. Veer into Russian airspace, and they're going to shoot it down, and they did. And I was in that election to replace him in '83 and flown out to Larry Flint's, who was shot by a program shooter. George Wallace, the governor of Alabama, was shot by a program shooter and put in wheelchair. Now then, let's see, Parkland down in Florida now connects to Parkland Hospital where JFK was taken when he was shot in '63. JFK and his dad and the Illuminati, the global government that's in power now, helped kidnap me, take down my dad. Now you've got here this. In the Parkland Hospital connects to Victor Gonzalez, a child psychiatrist or an adult psychiatrist that was there interning when Kennedy was brought in. He moved to Atlanta after being in Huntsville at Redstone Arsenal Command Center as child psychiatrist. He moved to Atlanta and went to work for Parkwood on Cliff Valley Way. It's a mental hospital, and it's a huge conglomerate now. That it's really, mental health has grown and grown. And look at all the people being told they're mentally ill when they're programmed. Okay, I want to get to this one, to the Parkland in Florida. Okay, I'm just going to read it off, and if this is told and not shut up again, because if it's not told now, it's not going to be. Police Chief Scott Israel. Okay, Israel came back a nation after they took down my father in 36 and they kidnapped me in 41. I was born in 39. And all these treaties are illegal after they took down my father. All of them are. But anyway, Israel is Jewish, and of course the Illuminati is Jewish. The top people are. And by the way, Elizabeth's not Jewish, but she's war criminal, and she's not the legal monarch. I am. And she's part of the Illuminati. They installed her. Okay, you got Scott Israel using the name Scott. You've got, now then they're making this guy, man, I don't know. He's being called every name in the book. He was the armed deputy Scott Peterson. Can you get this? Scott Peterson. Now, he's supposed to have not gone inside and done his job and shot this poor innocent guy here, Cruz, young fella, who will be on death row or worse the rest of his life. So this was armed deputy Scott Peterson. Okay, now they're gun-ho for arming the teachers and security guards at the schools. This is mind control, and the security guard could be programmed to shoot the kids or the teachers or anybody. He could be the programmed shooter. They're calling Nicholas Cruz a coward, etc., etc. He's not. He's a victim just like the ones that died. And let me see if I can get anything up there. Guess I'm all over the sheet with this trying to tell it. I'm going to quit because I get afraid myself with what I've told. So if the very people who, the agencies who've done this, if they don't choose to tell the truth themselves now, they'll be the one that tells it. You won't hear it from anybody else. Everybody's got something to hide. They can put the police under investigation. They'll always find something. Everybody's got something to hide. Just like they've done this to me. I'm allergic to chemicals. And it's an autoimmune disorder. And if you're in force-fed